Hey guys, so Kevin, Factotum Jack Home Repairs here. So today, as I talked about in our starter video, is step one. So we've got a desktop here we're putting together, and we're going to start part one of the series. And if not, this is going to be one part in the main completion video, is throwing in the power supply. Now we've got ourselves a nice system here, and well, actually, it's an old system, and I love this desktop case. Beautiful case. We didn't buy a new case, and we're gonna get right into it. So, right here, as you can see from this angle, here is the X blade. Right. This is a now my vernacular is a little off. This is an AXT and ATX. I think AXT is the title of it. AXD. And we are, this is a computer I bought for like $400 in high school, and this case was just always really cool to me. I just loved it. It had the blue LEDs on the green case and the clear in a bunch of spots, and they just had tons of breathing holes for you to put in all the fans you wanted to put in and all this other stuff. So it was kind of really cool stuff. So we're going to take this apart today, and we are going to put in a new power supply before we put in the rest of the guts of our new desktop. Boom, catch, nice catch. Boom, right over here. What I bought back in high school too was this. It was a PCI port. Well, PCI, whatever. It'll try to bind on, or it'll at least mount on. If you check out the screw point here, it'll at least screw onto the bottom section, depending on how our motherboard lays out. It was a dual fan. It just kept the air moving through the box, which is always a good thing. This thing was like $10. I bought it back in high school. Fuck, shit. If it works, great. If not, we're not going to worry about it too much. And then this is the new one. So this box comes standard with a 450 watt power supply, and we bought the 750 watt. This is a pretty typical name. The name brand is what we were shooting for. I was talking to a bunch of buddies. I've been out of the industry for a while. I build a desktop every 5-10 years. And the last desktop I built was about 5 years ago, and this one, this one was an older case. It had been sitting in the attic, and I had already thrown the guts away, the stuff that wasn't worth anything. And we kept the power supply. The power supply ain't a bad backup, but with newer technology, we just didn't want to have our watt draw, especially with the new graphics cards and stuff like that. They've got a lot of draw. You get 6 gigabytes here, 6 gigabytes there. That stuff was unheard of when I was growing up, but so 750 watt power supply. I think it costs like $51 and change. That's a great deal. I think these cases right now, if you were to try to buy an older one, are like $80 to $150. We have this one, so we can build off of it. Just really good combo. So we're gonna open this bad boy up and get going. So most of your power supplies, you'll notice there's a bracket. You can see right there. There's a bracket right there that holds it. Built into the case where the motherboard holds onto. We dusted this thing off pretty well. Hit it with some air duster, hit it with some Windex. So there's looks like 4 set screws here that hold the box in place. This ginormous unit will slide right inside the box, and we'll pull it right out, and we'll get a new one. So as you probably already know, I'm going to show you. You're going to see me unscrewing this thing, and you're not going to want to. So we're just going to go ahead and. Alright guys, so we removed those 4 screws from the back. This bad boy slides right out of place. Look at that, just boom. And this one didn't have too many bad fittings, but you got to think that like all this stuff is just really old. This is 10, 15 years old. This power pack would be a good backup, but at the same time, this new one had a lot of cool things like the 6-2 pin, which is an 8-pin port, and it's got 2 of them, which is just beautiful. So we unpacked this box already. This box literally contains that. It contains a power cord. It contains this box. So this is it, the 750 watt. It's got the same mounts and everything. I mean, all your boxes usually have that same features to them. I will tear this apart a little bit. So yeah, it's got SATA ports. It's got it's got a pile of stuff the old one didn't have. So like if you had 2 graphics cards in this thing would be perfect for you. If you don't have that, then you just have the extra power. It's not drawing it or whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. lines right up to the back of this box. And we're going to put our screws back in, and we'll show you how that looks in just a second. All right, guys. So we took the new one. We added 4 screws right here where the old ones existed. We actually there came with 4 new screws. We put the new screws in it because they go for the device. Not that the thread's any different, most likely not. And we put the old ones back in here in case that one ever needs it when we need it again for a rainy day. The tools you needed to swap out this, in this case, the power supply is pretty simple. You need a Phillips head screwdriver, Phillips number 2. It typically does almost everything you need here in the computer world. We use here we always have on hand the Milwaukee. We're not sponsored by Milwaukee. Someday, maybe we will be. The 11-in-1. It's about $9.97 at your local Home Depot. The year right now is 2019, so that'll tell you the price date when someone's watching this video in about 30 years, and they're like, oh my God, $9.97. That's It's the price of a collect call. And then obviously your power cord, you'll need that. This box in particular comes with a wire hook here. We just tuck the wires through there right now through that hook in the meantime. And then on the next video, we're going to get into some more of the elaborate stuff, getting into like putting in the motherboard, dropping the chip in place, hooking up the hard drive. A lot of this stuff, the cool stuff to putting together your own personal desktop, your PC. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, like the comment below. Let us know what you think. We always love hearing you guys rant and rave about us, as well as hoot and holler. So holla at your boy. Don't forget to subscribe.